Hey, this is Joe Tamargo from PumpRepairSupply.com. All right, I'm here with my boy Jetta. What's up, man?
Like always.
All right, how you doing, man? How you doing? All right, so in this video, we're going to be talking about the Hayward Super Pump Capacitor. All right, so if you have a Hayward Super Pump, it's making it a buzzing, a humming, or it's just not making a noise at all, the chances are it could be your capacitor. Now, this is not for every situation. Let me just say that. Now, another thing I want to say is all parts are available at PumpRepairSupply.com. And another thing you should do right now is hit the subscribe button right below the videos. What that will do is allow YouTube to send you an email once a week and let you know all about all the great videos we've uploaded. Because not only do we talk about the capacitors, we talk about the through bolts, the bearings, the gaskets, and not only just this pump. You know, so if you're watching a couple of our Hayward Super Pump videos and you're like, hey, well, you know, I have a Pentair, or I have a Jandy, you know, or, you know, something like that, you know, or a Cal Spa. You know, we work on all that too. Waterways, you know, artisan spas, all that good stuff. We work on all those pumps, but these are just the Hayward Super Pump videos. All right, so in this video, we want to talk about the capacitor. So here it is. We have the capacitors in stock. You just got to go to PumpRepairSupply.com, all right, and just look for a Hayward Super Pump capacitor. We will sell you the capacitor. What you want to do is you want to take the new one out of the box like so, just like this. Okay, there it is. I'm going to put it back in the box just because I want to do that. And then what you want to do is you want to loosen this nut here, okay? On the back of this motor there is a nut I'm going to loosen, okay? I'm going to turn it towards me so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to loosen this nut like this, okay? Once I loosen the nut, now to make it look fast, it's probably going to take you more than 3 seconds. You want to take these parts and you want to put them on the bench. Now on the bottom here, you can see the wires, okay? You have 2 yellow wires and a white striped. So when you put your new capacitor on, you're going to take it out of the box, okay? Now, see where the little hole is there? You're going to match that little hole up just like that, okay? You see that? So basically, you have this hole here. I'm going to move this a little closer, okay? Just like that. So you have that little hole. See that little hole in the capacitor? And then you see that little hole in the capacitor there, right? And then once you see those holes, you're just going to take these 2 yellow wires and move these 2 yellow wires onto here, all right? So you take your little pair of channel locks just like this. Now it's a little hard to say, and you're just going to pull off these wires, okay? So one by one, you're just going to pull off these wires here, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to pull off your second wire, just like that. And then you're going to pull off your third wire, which is your white wire. Now remember your hole was up top there. So remember your hole's up top here. So now I'm going to replace my wires using the hole up top. Okay, so I'm just going to go like this. Put my yellow wire there, first position. My second yellow wire is going to go here on this side like this. Okay, and then my third wire, which is my white, is going to go inside, which I probably should have put on first because it's going to be a little hard now, so I'm going to remove my yellow wires. Hey man, at least you learn, right? You're like, hey, that guy was real talk, right? He was like, all right.
Makes perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Let me move these wires out of the way. Because it gets a little tight in there, especially, I'm trying to do this on camera, so when you're at home, it's going to be a lot easier for you. Because people always like, oh, you make it so easy. I'm like, you think it's easy? How do you think this is doing it on camera? You know what I mean? I got to sit here and try to do this while I'm like, no, not spiffing up. All right, so now I got my white wire on there. So there you go. So you should probably put your white wire on there first, one yellow, and then put your second yellow on there. So we've learned together how to do this. And if you want to make your own video, you'll know how to do it. All right, so there you go. So we've got all 3 wires on there. Now remember, this capacitor is going to go back here. Now, the one thing to watch for, and I've taught a lot of guys, and many people don't know this, and you'll be like, oh wow, Joseph, that was really cool. But there's a little tab on the back of this motor here. Jetta can't see it, but he already knows. There's a little tab here, and that's like a little shelf. You want to make sure that capacitor sits, the edge of it sits right on that little shelf. That will prevent it from sliding into the motor. Now, what you want to do is you just take your capacitor guard, you're going to put your bolt right through it there, and then you're going to just put this thing right on the shelf. I'm going to turn it towards me so I can see. And then you're going to put that bolt right inside that hole, just like that. And then you're going to take your nut driver, and you're just going to tighten it down, just like that. And once you tighten your nut driver down, once you tighten the bolt down with the nut driver, your capacitor will be in there, and you want to make sure it's on that shelf, just like that. See how it doesn't slide down? Just like that. See, that capacitor can't move. You got the little guard here protecting the wires. That way it doesn't emit the electric spark through the metal cover we're going to put back on there. All right, and then we just tighten the capacitor down, just like that. You see that? Giving a little snug. And there you go. Now we change the capacitor. Give me the back cover, man. All right, so there you go. That is how you change the capacitor for the Hayward Super Pump. All right, so just like that, and we'll put our cover back on. All right, and that's it. So if you have a Hayward Super Pump that's buzzing, grinding, making some noise, listen, if it's grinding, you need the bearings and you need a seal. If it's leaking, you seal. If it's sucking air, we got the gaskets. We have complete kits. We sell the parts separately. We're ready to go. So head on over to PumpRepairSupply.com. Thanks for watching me and Jetta, and we'll see you on the next videos. Peace.